Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So excited to have you here. If you're new to my channel, my name is Carina. I help professionals and business people navigate their life stress-free. I'm a wellness blogger and vlogger, and I talk about everything wellness, and it's really my journey as also a professional and also someone who has different side hustles, just being able to manage all of those stress-free. And I'm here to hopefully educate you on some of the things that I've learned along the way. Before I go into the topic today, if you are new to my vlog, kindly subscribe and like the videos and leave a comment so that I know the things that you'd love to see in the future. Right, let's dive in. So today my topic is how dieting changed my life. And I know that a lot of people see dieting in very different shapes and forms. It depends on how you experience dieting. For me, I'm going to talk about my journey through anemia. I think some people might relate to this, some people not, but for those who can relate to it, hopefully I can share some of my tips and things that helped me through this journey. For some of you, you might hear people say, oh, I'm anemic, or I have iron deficiency. Let's break it down. It means that actually your body is not producing enough red blood cell, and red blood cell is what helps you to fight viruses, to fight illnesses. And if your body is not producing enough red blood cell, it means that you will suffer from things like fatigue, you suffer from tiredness, you will really struggle to do a lot of things in life just because your body does not have the defense system that it needs to be able to assist you in the things that you decide to do on a daily basis. So for me, I have been anemic for a very long time, or rather I have suffered from anemia for a very long time, probably about 10 to 12 years. And for women at a childbearing age, it is something that we tend to suffer from because we go on our periods and we go into our cycles every 28 days to 30 days in the month. So every month you will have your period, and when you have your period, you're losing blood in the process, and it's important for your body to replenish the lost blood that has left your body. And if you're anemic, your body might struggle to produce that enough red blood cell, and it just is like a vicious circle. So every month you are in that depletion that you suffer from because of the loss of iron in your body. So today I'm here to share with you my exciting news that I no longer suffer from iron deficiency, I'm no longer anemic, and I'll share with you the dieting that I put in place to assist me through this journey. So without further ado, let's go straight, let's dive into it. Hi guys, if you're new to my channel, do not fail to subscribe and hit the like button and ensure that you are up to speed with all of the videos. I aim to bring to you videos every week, exciting topics, things that can assist you in your journey in life as well. So today, like I said, the topic is on dieting. It's on how we can actually ensure that our body is well looked after and protected from all the viruses and deficiencies or illnesses that are out there. So before I go into what I did, I know that's the juicy bit you're waiting for. How did you do it? What did you do? Before I go into that, let me backstep a bit and tell you a little bit about my story. And so obviously, for some of you that know or struggle with anemia, it is a very depleting disease. It really does take away a lot of energy from you, a lot of strength from you, and it's hard to do a lot of things that you enjoy to do. And for me, as someone who loves to exercise, it was really taking a toll on my health because I couldn't go and exercise 3-4 times a week like I would love to. And so I had to depend on how my body felt, which was quite good, is listening to your body, but also sometimes you just want to get on with things. And I can't do that because I was struggling with this illness that was, constantly being a problem. And again, and this is why I share my vlog. I work in the city in London, I commute, I travel into work, as most of you would. Most of my followers are professionals working and navigating life in the city. As busy as the work is, the commute can also be quite stressful, and dealing with this illness can be quite challenging as well. And so there were times in my life where I really struggled to even wake up in the morning and go to work. not because I don't want to, but because my body was so drained I could not go ahead and do anything, or I was too fatigued to even get myself out there and go to work and commute and do the things that I would normally do. And so because I struggled with this for quite a while, my doctor decided that it was important for me to get on the iron medication. So she put me on an iron medication indefinitely, because she said you will suffer from this, and you're still at a childbearing age, so of course you're struggling with this anemia. We're trying to deal with it, but one of the ways we can deal with it is by putting you on iron medication. And for some of you, sometimes you might wonder, but what is a supplement? We all have to take a supplement. I am one of those people. I don't like to be dependent on something, whatever it is, even as small as a supplement might be. I just did not like it. And being on iron tablet meant I actually had some side effects. It made me feel nausea, it made me feel like vomiting, it made me feel constipated. It brought a lot of things that I did not actually want to be experiencing, and sometimes I felt bloated, and so it had its own side effects. And these were things that my doctor also said to me would be the case. And so I decided in January 2017, I said to myself, okay, I need to get to grips with this. Am I going to be dependent on this supplement for the rest of my life, or what can I do to help better my health? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Carina. I'm a wellness blogger and vlogger, and I help professionals and business owners navigate life stress-free. So guys, today I'm talking about dieting and how it helped change my life. So if you're just tuning in, I was just talking about my journey through anemia and how I went onto medication, the iron tablet, which was something that I had to take for the rest of my life. So in January 2017, I mentioned that I needed to come off this medication. There was this nagging feeling in me that this had to stop. It literally had to stop. And so I started doing a lot of research. So let me backtrack a bit. So, obviously I decided in January 2017 to make this change, which was to come off the medication. But before I did that, I spent a good 3 to 6 months researching food, diets that I could eat, and change my lifestyle in the process to ensure that I had enough iron in my system to be able to come off these medications. Actually, the iron tablet wasn't the only medication I was taking. I was taking other types of supplements as well, and any medication that you can imagine. Like, so if I had a headache, I'll take a paracetamol, or or painkillers, for all the necessary things that you would need medication for. I didn't have any other ongoing health issues, so it was just the anemia that I was dealing with at this time. And so January came, I decided, part of my New Year resolution is to get rid of all of these, and I would eat whatever my body needed to stay sustainable and to sustain my iron level in my body and not to have any deficiency of iron. So I have to say this to you, that when you do come off certain types of medication, your body does struggle at the initial stages. Some people is 6 months, some people is even longer. It depends on how long you've been on that medication for. So for me, I realized that when I came off everything, my body had a period where it was really susceptible to a lot of illnesses. So every now and again I would fall ill, and I couldn't quite understand, but I knew at the back of my mind that it had something to do with me coming off all the medications that I was on. And so I continued, I persevered, and I changed my diet. And the way I changed my diet was I looked at myself practically, how much do I spend in a week, and how much do I spend on food in a week/a month. And so I became very intentional in terms of my dieting. So when I go to the supermarket, what am I buying? So before I will buy, so long as I buy vegetable, I'm a very healthy eater, I would say, and most people will say that as well that know me. But this time it became a very different mission for me. So it wasn't just a case of buying all the vegetables that I needed, or the fruits and the meats and the chickens or whatever else I would use to cook, or fish or seafood. I became more intentional as I researched. I saw particular fruits and vegetables that were rich in iron, and so I will stock those. So when I go to a supermarket, I start at the vegetable section. For me, I like to start from there, and then I pick up beetroots because those are quite rich. In iron, I'll pick up kale, I'll pick up spinach, I'll pick up broccoli, I'll pick up cucumber. So I became really intentional in terms of what I was taking out. And then when I moved away from that section, I'll go to the nuts section and I'll pick up quite a number of nuts, different types that I can eat during the day to give me the vitamins that I lacked in my body. And also I will go to the meat section. I made sure that at least once a week I would eat meat, red meat. So I'll make it as a steak, maybe medium rare, so that I can take in as much from the meat as I could. And also liver. I started eating things that I would not ordinarily eat, and to be very honest, I started to enjoy them. There's no point making things that you don't enjoy. So I did a lot of research, how to cook liver, how can it be enjoyable, how can I eat it in different variety of ways, and knowing obviously the essence of eating it was to supplement and ensure that I was getting enough iron intake. Another thing that I found really helpful were my berries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, black currants. So ensuring that you have enough of your berries, because they do have antioxidant and they're also very good for someone who is suffering from anemia. And so what I did then wasn't just buying those things and coming home and the odd days I'll eat this and I'll eat that. No, it became a change of lifestyle, because you have to remember, if you're changing your diet, you're changing your health, you're changing your lifestyle. And so in the morning I would prepare my meal. So most times I'll start my day with having a smoothie, and the smoothie would encapsulate spinach or kale. I'll add some avocado, and I will just make these to ensure that I'm getting the iron that I need to get from them. And then that'll be my smoothie in the morning. And then during the lunchtime, I would eat vegetables that are rich in iron, as well as also oily fish. So I have my sardines, I have my mackerels to give me the oil that I lack in my body. These are quite good for your body as well, especially as a woman. You need oily fish, just like sardines or salmon or tuna. They are quite helpful for your body as well. And then during dinner, I'll have my steak. If it's the day I'm having steak with maybe couscous and some vegetables on the side. And or I could have beans, which is also very good for iron. So I was very intentional. What I'm trying to explain to you is that I was very intentional in terms of what I started to eat. You may be saying to me, but Carina, I can't be, this is not me, I can't deal with this, I can't do this. You know what? When it comes to your health, you can. You can. I didn't think I could. I said to myself, how am I going to be able to absorb all of this? How am I going to be able to do this in my very busy life? I'm already a very busy person. Where would I find the time? But when you become so intentional, then you start to learn other ways, and you become quite conscious about what goes into your body. I think that was what it turned out to be. I was very conscious of what I was eating, because I was making my food at home, or however, whenever I ordered food, I made sure that I incorporated those key vegetables and fruits into my food, and ensuring that, okay, I'm eating a very balanced meal. And your body will thank you for it. You would see that within a couple of weeks to months, you see that your body is flourishing, your body is feeling happier, that you're feeding it well, is eating the things that it needs to stay healthy and strong and support you. And so within 6 months, I went back to my doctor to do a blood test for them to see my iron level, especially coming off the medication. To their utmost surprise and mine, my iron level had gone up. And they were quite impressed, and they said, what have you done? I said to them, I changed my diet. And not that I was eating unhealthy before, I was more intentional as to what I was buying. I think that was the change, because I bought all of these vegetables and fruits before, but now I am more intentional. So every time I do food shopping, I'm ensuring that I have those in my basket. Whereas before, I might buy the odd strawberry here, the odd blackberry there. This time, I was making sure that each time I went food shopping, whether it was weekly or fortnightly, there was definitely going to be currants in there. There were definitely going to be berries in there. There was definitely going to be spinach became my best friend. kale became my best friend, avocado became my best friend. You know, those things that I need for my body to stay alive and active and healthy and strong. And I started to enjoy this entire process. And so from 2017, I changed my lifestyle, I changed my dieting, and I saw the massive difference it made to my health. Some of you might be wondering, so what did you do, Carina? Okay, so you changed those. Did you ever go back to supplements? I think this is a good time to break. So if you're new to my channel, guys, take a break, subscribe, and like my video and share with friends as well, those who are struggling, who you think will benefit from these videos as well. As I mentioned to you, I changed my lifestyle, but did I quit supplements? Which is a very good question. Initially I did. For the first 3 to 4 years I did that, and I just wanted to supplement my body with the food that it needed, and everything that my body lacked I provided for it. And I continued my research. You know, research is a continuous process. I was looking up more things that I could include into my diet that can make life much easier for me and can also help me to cook in advance. So during lunchtime at work, I wouldn't eat in the cafeteria at work, I will bring in my lunch. This was another way that I tried to stay within my diet regime. So it ensured that I ate what I was supposed to eat. I ate within the parameters that I have set for myself, and ensured that my body was taking in all of that vitamins and nutrients that it needed to keep going. So I did this for about 3.5 years. I know it is a lot, and it took a lot of discipline on my part, but I looked at myself and I said, well, if I'm going to be favoring my body, I have to do this, and I have to ensure that my body is getting what it needs. And it did thank me, like I said. So as I said, I went back to supplements. So I started reintroducing supplements gradually. So I started taking omega-3, which is a fatty acid, which is quite good for you, especially as women. Men as well, you really need it for your body to fight a lot of illnesses and a lot of viruses as well. So I moved again from, you know, taking things that I didn't feel were necessary for my body, and I moved to whole food. So I started eating whole food, superfood, as some of you know, superfood, and these were blends that I would buy, and I include them into my smoothie. I'll include them into my meals. If I'm having a cereal, they're quite easy to include into your food. So for those supplements or those vitamins that I wasn't getting, these superfood blends were assisting to enhance and boost those in my body. So have a look at the comment section below, where we would include all of the details for this blog, and also details for the superfood that I took on board, and also some of the supplements that I took on board as well as I continued my journey. But they did not substitute for the food. You see, I carried on eating that way and continue to eat that way. And so today I can sit here and say to you, I do not suffer from any anemia anymore. I go to my doctors every 6 months for a blood test. They run a blood test, say, no, your iron level is fine, it's perfect, you don't have anything to worry about. I've gone back to the gym, I exercise, I work out. I don't feel fatigue, I don't feel the stress that I used to feel when I was very anemic. So guys, I hope this video will help you and enhance some of your knowledge in this area, and ensure that you have the things, because we do have the tools to help ourselves. So it's just sometimes we don't know where to find them. So I hope as you watch this video, it will assist you in this your journey, and you will be anemia free, and you have your health back and strength back, and do all the things that you love to do, that you should be doing. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Do not forget to subscribe and like and share with loved ones.